We are reading Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, Shloka number 2. Sañjaya uvāca dṛṣṭvā tu pāṇḍavā-anīkam vyūḍham duryodhanas tadā ācāryam upasaṅgamya rājā vacanam abravīt. One more time. Sañjaya uvāca dṛṣṭvā tu pāṇḍavā-anīkam vyūḍham duryodhanas tadā ācāryam upasaṅgamya rājā vacanam abravīt. Sañjaya said, O king, after looking over the army arranged in the military formation by the sons of Pāṇḍu, King Duryodhana went to his teacher and spoke the following words. So let's understand the shloka word by word. Sañjaya uvāca. Sañjaya said. Sañjaya is the assistant of Dhṛtarāṣṭra. Dhṛtarāṣṭra is a blind king, and Sañjaya has been blessed by Vedvyasji for the divine vision. So with the divine vision, Sañjaya could see the battle happening in field of Kurukshetra by sitting in Hastinapur. He could hear, he could see what is happening on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So Sañjaya is saying, dṛṣṭvā. Dṛṣṭvā means seeing. So Sañjaya is describing the scene on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So Duryodhana, who is described it here as the rājā. Rājā means king. Rājā vacanam abravīt. So the Duryodhana, who is the king, he is saying these words. When is he saying that word? After looking at the Pāṇḍavānīkaṁ vyūḍham, army arranged in the military formation by sons of Pāṇḍu. So at that time, Duryodhana went to Dronacharya, his guru, and he spoke certain words, which is coming up in the next shloka. So here, Duryodhana, after looking at the military formation, military arrangement of Pāṇḍavas, he goes near to his teacher, ācāryam, who is Dronacharya. And he speaks and he describes the arrangement of army on the battlefield. Duryodhana, when he looked at the army, he was a little nervous, and hence he went for consultation. Here we can see there is a diplomatic approach of Duryodhana, as well as his anxiety is also expressed here in this shloka. So Sañjaya is describing this scene to blind king. Now Srila Prabhupada, while describing and while giving the purport on this shloka, he describes a very important aspect of this. And he's saying that Sañjaya is answering to the questions of blind king. And Srila Prabhupada describes in the purport that Dhṛtarāṣṭra was not only materially blind, but he was spiritually blind. Not only Dhṛtarāṣṭra, but his sons were also spiritually blind. So what is spiritual blindness? So spiritual blindness is the one who is not inquisitive about the problems of the life. One who is not looking forward to solve, or not one who is not looking forward to the spiritual awakening in this human form of life. This is called as spiritual blindness. One who is spiritually awakened has athata brahma jignasa, which means he has desire to know that what is the purpose of my life? What happens when I die? Why do bad things happen to good people? What will be my next life? Will I get a human birth, or is there any possibility of degrading down to animal life or insect life or bird or reptile life? Or is it possible to get out of this repeated cycle of birth, disease, old age, and death? So these are all athata brahma jignasa. These questions are for spiritual awakening. But Duryodhana and his team and even Dhṛtarāṣṭra were all spiritually blind.